So today is April 1st, Pyrsia Outreach meeting. Please go ahead and sign in and we'll get started right now. So just need to get a status on the website where we're at. I know from the last time it was supposed to be delivered yesterday, but I don't think that happened. So Lori, are you the one or is it Baruch that has update on that?
I've got the update. So yeah, so we hit a couple snags with resources from our web team, but they told me yesterday or this morning, I'm sorry, that we are looking good for early next week to have it finalized. So that'll be good. And I'm not sure if you guys saw the latest version, and I can't even find the latest version, but it looks cool. We just have to get it done. And so it's just in development now. So I don't want to give you an actual day that it's going to be done, but it should be next week. And just, cross your fingers. In terms of, does the site have an events page to list our upcoming talks? I feel like, and if Chris is on the call, is Chris MacArthur on the call?
He's on vacation this
week. Oh, I want to be on vacation. Like adding additional pages shouldn't be a problem. And yes, we would want to make sure that we have all of our upcoming talks listed. Oh, that's my microwave. Let's see. And then what else? I know that you guys have been writing blogs and stuff, but just haven't published them yet. So it's totally up to you. As long as they're written, that's the main thing. But once the site goes live, we can schedule them to go out like boom, 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 boom. And then you're drawing people to the nice website, or you can have them go out now and have them go to the not so nice website. So you can always just have them in draft form. And then when the switch happens, you just have to hit the publish. So it's up to you how you want to do it. I would recommend waiting, and then you can backdate the blog posts. So if that makes more sense in terms of a timing order. Mm-hmm. And then we can just, use the Twitter account to like refer to everything that's been written so far and like things that are upcoming.
Yeah, that works. I think we've been just hanging out and waiting. And that's fine. I just want to make sure that we're not waiting for another month or something like that.
Yeah, you're not the only one that doesn't want to wait for another month. Yeah, I wish I could say that. Yeah. So the thing is, like, we are in talks to hopefully have an external agency sort of take over once the site is done in terms of like the marketing, which I hope we can come to a good arrangement with them. But we haven't gotten to that point yet. They haven't given us their full list of services and we haven't had that call with them yet, but it's in the works. So the website is the big hurdle, but moving forward, we should be good. We're strategizing some sort of like kind of a tax, like, so JFrog is sponsoring Supply Chain Security Con, which is embedded in Open Source Summit North America. And so we're trying to get some more logos to put on the t-shirt, and we'll have brand new t-shirts with partner companies on the back. And we'll just like bring them with us to the event and hand them out to everybody in the room. So we're trying to do some like guerrilla style marketing to get the name out. But yeah, the website's kind of the big one that everybody's waiting for. So I feel your pain.
Cool. And I know you asked me to submit something, a talk, and I can't remember which one it was and what the date was on that. It was I think it was for the Supply Chain Summit, but I can't remember what we exactly needed on that. So if you could just refresh my memory on Slack sometime, that would be great.
Cool. Yeah, and there are, so I was sitting on the Open SSF marketing call, and they're doing an Open SSF Day, which is the same day as Supply Chain Security Con at the Open Source Summit North America. So there might be some opportunities there too, to kind of like just do some guerrilla style stuff, like, and, you know, shake hands, meet people, network. And I think that's kind of what we're thinking in terms of how we're going to approach that conference, because JFrog isn't sponsoring the main conference. We're just sponsoring the embedded supply chain security con day, but we're also trying to be a part of OpenSSF Day. So both are good avenues for us to do some like on the street Pyrsia marketing, as well as the fact that that's June 20th. And our conference is in May. So the term I've heard a lot recently is this rolling thunder. So we're trying to get strategically placed in different events, and CDCon is in between the two of them. So there might be something that we can do there as well. So just know that I know the website is a thorn in all of our sides, but once we get it going, we'll have some actual like substantive marketing stuff to do to get more contributors, et cetera.
Cool. Well, thank you. It'll be nice to get this movement, the website, so we can start getting things in. Do you know on the website, currently the website has its own repo. Are we going to be using that repo? That's where the current website sits. Are we going to be placing the new one in there, or are we going to be doing a new repo that we need to kind of work from? You're on mute.
My bad. I don't think that we're changing the repo. I think we're just changing the skin of the site.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my understanding too, yeah.
So let me show you the last version. I don't know if you guys have seen this or not, but this is what is currently being built. So we've added this little guy, and then sticking with, you know, orange being our main sort of color palette with the reds, and then a little bit of blues. So I hope you guys like that in terms of like,
it looks better than what we have today. Let me put it this way.
I always like a nice amphora.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it actually looks very nice. It does.
Yeah.
It does, it does.
So yeah, so if that's, I think this is where we're going. You know, I think the next round of t-shirts will be really cool. And like the main thing is that we're trying to make sure that we have partners to add on there. So it would be like JFrog, Deploy Hub. We have to get in with Docker. And then I think we wanted one more just to like kind of round it out. I forget who Steven said, but yeah. So that's the goal.
Cool. The reason why I bring up the if we're going to use the existing repo, the coding repos will require 2 reviewers, and currently in the website repo, it's only, I don't even think it has a reviewer.
Yeah.
If we need to put anything around that to help push things out, so Baruch, if you could think about that from your, and Lori from your side, how you want us to kind of do the reviews of like the blogs and things like that. If we just want to have 1 approver, or if we want to have 2, you know, how tightly controlled do we want to have this, especially at the beginning when we're trying to get just some of these blog posts out and some of the documentation that like Suhinder's been working on and things like that. So if you could think about that, that'd be great.
Sure.
Cool. Because Suhinder has this PR. Suhinder, do you have a PR as well for in general for the end-to-end demo?
No,
so
I haven't converted that. I haven't
Okay.
converted that to it is in the doc, but I took this part because this was needed because Sven was also trying to do this. So I thought I'll just put it out there so that people can start using it. And then I'll create one for the Ubuntu setup.
Oh, there's a pull request of mine.
That is 442, right? What I meant was we didn't update it with the changes we found. That's what I meant. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. 442 is still there, and I think that got merged, right?
No, it's
anyway.
not approved yet, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then I'll move that forward. So I'll put a note here that we need to approve or work on approving that.
Cool.
Okay, I'll just mark this so that.
All right, cool. I just want to, because it kind of seems like we have, if I trying to keep track of it, we kind of have like 3 different demo like documentations. One is the OS X, which is the 553, and then we have the one on pure Ubuntu. That demo end to end, and then we have the Dockerized version of everything.
Yes.
So, am I missing anything, or are those the 3 demo-ish scripts that we need to make sure we have fleshed out?
Yeah, we haven't been focusing on the Dockerized version because that might pose some. Well, we should address them if we want to do that, because the demo was first and almost focused on Ubuntu, but it works on Mac now as well, so that's great. I'm not sure if we should involve the Dockerized version as well.
Yeah, I can go either way. I just want to make sure that nothing's falling through the cracks.
Yeah. So the Ubuntu one we needed for the demo on stage. The OS X one is another way of doing it, so that people who wanted to do natively, we have an option. The Dockerized version might come up, so that might be something next we want to fix, but that was lower on the list. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I also think when we move further, we have this stable version of the demo now. But if we move further, then we'll have hopefully net reversal, and that will make a lot of things a lot easier, because we can have this central node where everybody can connect to. So demo will actually work on any laptop you boot up and on any network.
Cool. So just in the just moving on real quick here for the workshop, our last slice at that was, and I'll have to get the link to the workshop document, but basically it was going to be the folks in the room at Swamp Up doing the workshop would have the prerequisites so they could do the pull of the source code, do the build of the Rust, and then be able to stand up from the Rust code a node, and that would be connecting up to the central node at that point. If we think that's going to be too much of a lift, that we may need to bring in the Dockerized version for folks to run a node in the workshop locally. So it's just something that I think over the next couple of weeks we'll be able to flush out.
Mm-hmm. I think both are possible, but be aware that if we put it this way, I'm guessing people will be behind a net firewall at the Swamp Up. So this net reversal issue will be very important. Alternatively, we can have a central node on the local network, of course.
Mm-hmm.
That will work.
I think
as well.
alternatively we can just have like our own internet, like with mobile routers and what's not. And we're not dependent on the network of the event venue.
Okay. So we can, and then we set up a central node on that network. Yeah. That makes sense because there can be a lot of
Depending on their network for like this stuff, we'll probably be not a very wise idea.
Yeah. So that the Swamp Up workshop meeting is next Wednesday. Is that correct?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you're interested in kind of what's going on for that, please look at the calendar and join in on that front.
Yeah.
Some other things, just talks and demos. We went over some of them for the supply chain security con, the OpenSSF. Just some other things I found. There is a website that you can, if you're looking for sessions to kind of participate in, there is a whole website devoted just to sessions across all the different shows that are out there. So they've been trying to get logged in here. Come on. Just thinking about it. But basically it gives you a nice long list of everything that is available out there. For some reason, it doesn't like me anymore. But check out Sessionize and explore that for our events. And if we do any internal events, we can also publish those. So when we get the our time slots available in what's happening, we may be able to publish them from here. And also the Linux Foundation is now using Bevy to go ahead and publicize the events on that front. So they'll keep an eye out on those. Just moving on. I had an action item to talk to the DevOps Institute. I did not get that done yet, so that's still on my to-do list as far as that. We did some research from on Major League Hacking, and from my understanding, and Lori, correct me if I'm wrong on this, it's mostly from a sponsorship point of view, where we would be sponsoring some coding event, like a co-coding, and then we would put up the money for folks to participate. I don't think we're at that point yet, but that was my understanding of Major League Hacking.
Yeah, they have this like fellowship thing that they do once a quarter, or and there was an opportunity, I believe, in like July, and then another one in September, maybe, that I thought would be a good fit for us. You do a workshop, and then through that, you get access to everybody that's participating to help, get more contributors. So we're not there yet. I need to go over the budget with Steven and then see, like, with all of you, where you think we'll be when the next ones are. And then maybe we can get on their schedule for the fall, if the summer doesn't seem like that would work. The main thing is we have to make sure that we have, like, quote, stuff for people to do. It's called Global Hack Week. And it's 6 times a year. They get about 3,000 participants. It's all virtual. The next one is in July, and then the follow-up one is in September. So it's a workshop with technical talks, and then you can do short technical challenges. So it could be like, do a pull request, do this, do that, whatever. And basically you just kind of onboard them into, like, the project and what the project's all about. And then hopefully we get more contributors. It's just a good avenue.
And you said September?
It's July and September, yeah. And it's called Global Hack Week. Yep, you got that. Perfect.
Okay. We'll just keep an eye on that one.
Yeah.
Now, the last 2 I added today, normally what we've done from, like, the deployment or Ortilia side is we start doing an analyst roadshow to kind of give the analysts a preview what we have going on. And we should probably start thinking about lining up some of the analysts to give them a heads up about what we have going on. And it's going to be a tricky one because we probably want to schedule some of the analysts before Swamp Up, but after the OpenSSF membership as a project. So I think the timing on this one could be tough. I know it's hard to get on some of their calendars. It's going to be, months out there. So who takes care of that from your side? Is that, and we have to figure out who we're going to have talking to the analysts.
So we have a comms team with PR, and they've been waiting to find out what they can talk about with Pyrsia. And so I think we just need to have a call with Stephen and, some people on this call and just figure out where we're going to be and what the main messaging should be for those. And then just make sure that Pyrsia is added to their roster of things that our PR person sends out.
Cool. And then so Hinder, the last one's in your world. If you could just give us the update where we're at on that front.
Yeah. So I did not get enough time to finish the slide deck, but I'll do that today. That is the first thing I'm going to do after this, or most of the day. And then, so do we just put ourselves in the agenda? Because I was looking at that agenda doc. Should we just put ourselves somewhere right now?
Yeah, I think we can just go ahead and self-add to the agenda. And I don't know if they have updated the agenda items for the upcoming week, or if they're still behind.
Yeah, they're still behind. Yeah, they're still behind. So maybe the first thing on the meeting, I'll do that once we join and say. Okay,
yeah, or maybe just try drop
Jory an email.
Yeah, or a Slack message saying add us to we need some time to go over our proposal.
Yeah. Okay. I will ask her to do that now.
And do you think the PR for the onboarding or the project proposal process will be done by Tuesday?
I have been thinking. I think a couple of people mentioned that they will have time later this week, which is the weekend. So I'm hoping that to get more eyes. I don't think it will be completely approved, but if there are more people just looking at it, that's good enough. But I have done all the work, or at least the scope of the work that I saw. And I'm waiting for one or two people to help me out.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, because I looked at it yesterday. I didn't see the commit for the URL change. Did you push that?
I did push that. Okay, I'll look at it again and then maybe.
It could have just been a timing thing on that. So I'll don't worry about it. I'll go take another look, and if it's not there, if I'm not seeing the updates, I'll let you know.
Slack. Also, all of them cannot be changed to that. That's why maybe look for more of them.
Yep. Cool. So that's basically what I had on the list today. We got a couple minutes left. Is there anything else from anybody that wants to talk about, add on to this? Okay. So everybody, your homework now is that we're going to assign you is you have to go get 2 new members to join the project by next Tuesday.
Is it like a pyramid scheme? Will we get money after they join, and whoever they bring are joining?
Hey, Steve. Hey, Steve.
Thanks for taking my copy.
Thanks for getting my 2 for me.
Yeah.
So, all right, everybody. Well, thanks a lot, and stay posted. And like I said, I was joking about trying to reach out and bring 2 people in, but by next Tuesday. But you do think about who you have floating around in your circle of friends to see if they're interested in coming over. And at a minimum, if they just join and start watching, the project. That's a big help as well. Alrighty, we'll talk to you later.
Thanks,
Talk soon,
everyone.
guys.
Thank you. Bye.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.